please, put on your mask.
Let's go back from the whoopee.
You don't talk to my sister then. My name is Steven. Can I talk to you? Yeah. My name is Steven. We're supposed to go to Berenga where my commotion is because my second has died. It's very old.
Somebody know come on,
Officer, please, come to second. With it.
Who is it?
Thank you, officer. Sis, we're ready to go.
I used to do that when we were newlyweds, but he said it made him feel uncomfortable which makes no sense to me, but I think I'm gonna restart my favorite morning activity. So after I finish staring at him, the list goes on to say, I make him breakfast, then adult stuff for the rest of the day. You know, getting down and dirty. Do you want to know the details? No. So according to the list, that's what we're going to be doing every single day for the next 3 weeks. Who is here? Sweet, sweet lockdown.
Gentlemen, like I said, this lockdown was actually a good thing for the other chairman. Understand? The thing is, my lima too much. Yes, my lima. Yeah, I'm tired from working. Oh, it's not funny. I give up flying in the street. But gents, I don't get it. You choose to go by from the streets, even with your sessions around them. I really don't get it. Man, you amaze me.
Hi. Hello, babe. You know, if I may say, I'm quite impressed because I see a lot of hot and handsome men today. I love men. I love working with men. Do you want to know why? Because they are nice and they make me laugh, which sends ripples of pleasure through my body. But don't get me wrong, I also love women, but not that much. Anyways, I'm so glad that all of you could make it today, because there is something that I want to tell you. Something that I've been hiding for the past 10 years. Do you want to hear about it?
Yes.
Okay. So, I have the bad news and the bad news. Which one would you like to hear first? The bad news. Okay. The bad news is that I am a commercial sex worker. Yes, you've heard me right. And hold on, don't judge me. I repeat, do not judge me. And another thing, don't ask me what made me to become one, because that is a story for another day. Well, the other side of the story started when lockdown was extended. I was very broke, depressed, and lonely. There was barely nothing to eat in the house. As I sat down, watching my kids crying, stomachs rumbling, I could not bear to watch them suffer of hunger and starvation. And the thought of playing cats and dogs with the police, like I had done earlier on, just traumatized me. But still, I had to get out of my comfort zone and be at my usual spot. When I got there, I stood there for over 3 hours, but in vain. When I even thought of going back home, a car approached towards me, and I advertised some cats. And the guy pulled over. When I got to the car, I realized I knew the guy. But still, I didn't care, because I was there strictly for business. But I made sure that the guy paid me first before we got into business. And he paid me double the usual got dirty. Not once. Ah. Not twice. Ah. And the bad news is that the condom broke. And I got pregnant for my sister's husband. Damn. I don't know what I should do now. But I guess it's high time my sister has to know the truth. Yes, I will tell her. I know if I tell her this, she's gonna be a little bit of heartbroken and kind of disappointed. But I hope she will be fine. She has to face it, deal with it, because it is what it is anyway. Yeah, that's life. You know, sometimes life is hard. We are betrayed by our closest relatives. Especially bad people like me, who don't value family, love, or any form of relationship. Yes, I don't, and I won't. Not in this life. Not in my next life. Honey, don't give me that look. Don't wear a sorry face for me. You don't need to feel sorry for me, because I don't feel sorry for myself.
Okay, let's not talk about her profession. I mean, it's a sensitive issue, you understand? But the issue of slipping her uncle, your own sister's husband, so heartless. Oh, no one's fighting with out. We have a corona all the end times. End times. Ian Reynolds' end times. You understand? Yes. Where's all to get the nerve of telling her sister, put the sis, that's Rana and borrow for money. Who does that? Maybe there is social media, you understand? But I do not want to be totally busy. Maybe we will judge, but this is too much.
WhatsApp conversations in TikTok. There was a $1 billion industry which made millions of dollars, but
With people away, I do not have rights to this body that they spoke of. Thank God for lockdown. There were streets in Harare I was afraid of walking into, afraid I would be sexually harassed and called all sorts of names. You know, I get it. I'm young and I'm gonna wear what I'm gonna wear, but I do know my rights, so don't violate me, okay?
Well, I think my presence, especially to my youths, young creatives, TikTokers. Well, you know, gaining popularity at a young age, making money online, social media, models. Give yourself a round of applause. You deserve it. I mean, I'm shy of a plan no matter what. No matter what. Guys, I had rumors. Kuti. Because of this whole lockdown. Is it true? I am asking you, I had rumors. Is it true? Yes. Oh, it is? Oh, wow, so sad.
Sometimes my burdens are so hard to bear. Do you know that sometimes my burdens are so hard to bear? Sometimes my burdens are so hard to bear. Oh, why don't you pray for me? Picture this. So you're trying to save your drunkard husband from being hit by a car. And then the car runs you over instead. All in the name of sacrificial love. And then as if the worst hasn't happened, you wake up the next morning and there's no trace of him anywhere. Tine, the God I serve will punish you severely. If you suffer thrice as much as I'm suffering, you will die a painful death. Don't even try to stop me. I have every right to curse him. He deserves it. I never realized how hard it would be to take care of my child on my own. Just until now. The stay-at-home period has been so difficult for me. At some point, I had a friend who came to my rescue. Soon after my husband ditched me, Benson, he would buy me groceries, he would take care of my child. He will do practically everything and anything a father or a husband would do. My son began to see him as his biological father. Why? Because but right now, he's in South Africa, and there's no way he can be taking care of me because he's not coming back anytime soon. And the thing is, he's someone else's husband. I mean, he does have his interest towards me, but I'm not that kind of person. Do you know that ever since lockdown started, when I want to watch sometimes as an alternative for breast milk, I give him bean soup. That's if, uppercase, if beans that was too much. As for me, I've switched to those crazy, insane, strange meal combinations. Such like sweet potatoes, soup. Soup from tomatoes that I would have borrowed from next door. And then sometimes I go for days without any proper meal. But as long as my son is okay, as long as he has enough breast milk, then I'm fine. Just sleep. The worst part of this whole is that I don't have any form of support from my husband's people. Nothing. I'm in this condition. I'm a cripple. I'm a vegetable. I'm a cabbage. I'm useless because of my husband. But his family, they don't care to know how my child and I are faring. I'm still trying to adjust to my new normal in this condition, these crutches. And then the national new normal in form of lockdown comes and they flash right in my face. The burden is getting heavier by the day. The room is getting darker by the day. I can't take this anymore. And I swear, if everything continues like this, I'm going to lose my mind.
You know, in as much as I call myself a king, I'm now a sad king. I'm disappointed in you. Men, yes, you, men. You are controlled by ego and your pride to the extent that you can't even pay for this child support. Do you know the pain, the struggle single mothers go through, especially if you abandon your newly born child? Sasa Mbamba, really? Do you eat Sasa Mbamba? I'm disappointed. Of which Theomanos is succeeded the most. Disappointed.
My mother, Sawira!
Chinokunetsa mukadzi mukuru. Wakauya naye panapa. Wakaroorwa naye panapa. Wakafambirei panapa. Charaichenesa ndasina zuro kubasa pandaishanda. Asi nhasi ndiripo pamba. Saka chiro chiri kuti maiti. Utaza kumbusha, utaza kumbusha. Ungaonani. Utori wega mumainomo. Well, it is simple. Nothing to Pama. The word is there's COVID-19 out there. There's a national lockdown out there. So I chose to lock myself to my love. I chose to lock myself to my family. So you understand what I'm Pampa? You can't go to the waiting. What around the Chinanichi, who got a Muria Kanapunzo? Finish it where of my team. Okay, waiting mumba mnachikafu. Sika chiri cha unacho. Ipo begi ripi. Ona ba fancy baba. Ah shit, no ni konga pumba this back. But no. I'll cancel her. I'll talk to her. I have 3 weeks. Mkanzi wangu. I'll cancel her.
One thing you have to understand, gentlemen, is that when you certainly know that your wife is a home defender, understand? It's obvious that the show numbers my over the fence. Yes, it's a routine, understand? But it also distributor closer. Yeah, also distributor closer. But I have a question. My sister, kana hama yako ikaweo shida patronga inyima unacho. But what I know is Varuna Shijo. Why shall this statement Rabuti? Namayamu Wairami Santa. She's in a Recatino Nama 2000 on Instagram. I was good.
So, let me tell you something. All you hear now is COVID this, COVID that, Corona here, Corona there. When lockdown first started, March 28th, I will never forget that day. I don't know about you, but my family and I were ecstatic. Work is off, school is off, no more or much responsibility. We were on a break. Then you start hearing the number of death cases and the number of infected people. There was just too much negativity. When all of that was happening around the world, I was just curled up in my bed, realizing my bed was getting smaller when it was just my fat ass getting bigger. I'll be scrolling through my social media, fully invested on what car we has imported into the country, or who were the important guests invited to his private party. Then to jamming to, whose name was this song? Oh, from the top, make it drop, that's a wet ass. Then to hearing about Black Lives Matter, which was an important matter, but it went on to All Lives Matter, to Armenian Lives Matter, to Lebanese Lives Matters. Now everything matters. Then TikTok getting all the hype it did, basically investing myself on who was TikTok famous or who was all over my For You page. So after all of that, when lockdown decided to take its precious time, I was talking to one of my friends and she told me she spent over $1,000 shopping at Amazon. And it got me thinking, businesses were so concerned about their losses when there was a digital option. People were so negative and they completely disregarded the positives. Honestly, if I didn't have social media, I think I would have gone insane. Bye now.
Oh, so you two would have gone insane amongst the social media. Huh? Are you kidding me? Really? You people amaze me, understand? Some people out there are striving to get access to e-learning, but Social media. This is unbelievable. Confusion, it's so confusing, you understand? I'll never forget this other time I visited the marketplace. The confusion, the commotion. How?
Stop up! You know when this whole thing started, even I actually thought with it. 3 weeks a holiday, courtesy of the government itself. But then I told my one man, I thought this was the time to rest. I thought this was the time to catch up with friends, you know. A time to drink loads and loads of water as prescribed by the doctors. And of course, other goodies, don't get me wrong. This was the time for me to watch TV. I mean, like, literally stare at the screen with gamepads on my hands, plus music. I had never set better goals in life, Mama. Bless my hustle, oh bless my hustle, yeah. And it, bless my hustle, bless my hustle. You know, this is my song every day, every morning when we okay, what am I eating today? She's 28. The landlord wants his money in 2 days. Come, Joe. Hey, my name is Gary. Hey, come, Mariam. I want to look so that I look on the show. I want to tell you that rent. Can I tell you? What I said? I don't need my show, man. I mean, I'm going to 2 hours. 2 hours. Good, Mariam. Nice. 2 hours. Brush that aside. But otherwise, even hours, all sorted out. Everything was planned out to say, the only thing that got disturbed was that I had set out to marry the girl of my dreams by the beginning of April. And everything was sorted out. I mean, there was agreement from both parties. My girlfriend's side one, Minuacho. But the marriage, we had another square and beach. Hey, go, man. I did. Come here, say, hey. Come for dinner and then so take. Ay, I'm going to look down and I'm going to pass. I'm going to teach you. Hello? From this moment, I knew everything was messed up. This pandemic had changed everything. Guys, the name was Yakuchi Aslan $1. Just $1. Okay, cool. Let me take you back a bit. I was a businessman, always had something in my pocket. Every month, rent bow, smart bow, to my goodies bow, bow every weekend. Yeah, a good life. The American dreams. And all of a sudden, this will look down. Guys, I got to let some families. But she's going to take a woman every day. the truth is that I knew I shouldn't have been spending this money. But believe me, it felt super weird. Each and every day, so it was a sin inside family. Besides, I thought to myself, what was 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I simply had to go back to graft, take something kind of form my gas tanks, recover all the expenditures, and the deal would be done. This was certainly not the time to worry about. This was the time to enjoy myself. A time to learn new stuff. Why wouldn't this be the best time to do that when we had everything at our disposal? Guys, I want my teacher, my scientist, food, my economist, food. We even had my guards. Those guys, they thought they would be spared. Right now, you should feel I'm getting my boats right from again.
Okay, so the first 21 days were a bit better. Because at least I had some savings. Although it lasted me a week and a half, yeah, but it was still better. From there onwards, life showed me flames. No, there, to the extent you can cereal at night. Uchorama puti jaji adit. Uchorama puti. Uchora doni. Muvosha sanganisa so. Kazira puti flames. Puti flames eramana.
2 weeks down the line and everything was moving according to plan. I mean the drinking, of course. And as for the learning new bits, see, I have a friend of mine who is a teacher, and of all the people, I thought these guys would certainly be having the best time of their lives. Why wouldn't they? 3 weeks without having to chase after those little devil bastards who didn't do their homework. Who would have done that? But instead, they brought all their utensils home. I don't mean the jokes and books here. The dirty little minds that knows everything. The guy would suddenly change each and every conversation into a classroom conversation. Very, very simple things like, it's super hot today. Would suddenly turn into, the southern hemisphere tends to adopt equatorial climate by this time of the year. And it adopts the rising and setting of the sun by 2 degrees in the negative.
So as I mentioned earlier, I was a businessman, but not the usual type of businessman. I'm dealing with fashion boys, money changing, just spin my phone, buying and selling, doing your specialized line. But the real such a tap is going to be here if you want to stay indoors. Just say that's a business arrangement. Just look around. Buying and selling every 20 cents.
It went on like this for the next 3 weeks, which became 5, and then 7. And then we got from, I need 3 years to kickstart the day 2. I think I better get 1 and then buy some mandomasi to buy. Some of us got from chilling to all day 2. I better go to my shops and do some chat. Yes.
2 months without paying rent. I just need to get into my own home. These are the days I get off a door. Murume to check is about door. There was a jump in my window. Almost broke my leg. Right. To get a set, but temper to Parku Pisa about the temple and police name as
10 years I've been living in Harare. I didn't go to a prison, never visa.
Hey, master, Gigi, social distance, what, give you what for? I get up a pizza, bra. I saw a japo. Mara is Kupatika, Kuroneja is Kupatika food.
What could have been a very peaceful and wonderful holiday slowly turned into a mild war. The law enforcers against those of us forced by the law.
Matema, I affected the wrong people. Wait. Did I introduce myself? Tazilan. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Coronavirus, aka COVID-19, also known as the pandemic. Yes. So I was saying it wasn't really my intention to cause much distraction business-wise. I mean, I know how important Mapero are to you people. I mean, Mapero. But the thing is, I was just trying to be like other guys, I said. I mean, Cyclone Idai came and it was so popular within a space of 24 hours, yes. So I was just trying to up my games to measure the standards, you understand, sir? But again, I hate romance. Yeah, I heard there was a rise in my cases in gender-based violence. Is it true? A lockdown. Really? You people, you amaze me.
You are the joy of my life, my lover, my best friend. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, spend eternity with you. These words often echo and wander in my head like a distant memory, a ghost of a man I used to know.
It's the way the folks clicked at the dinner table, and the way the tension mingled with the oxygen we were breathing. We'd laugh, but after the last giggle would be such an awkward silence.
The man he is now, I barely recognize him.
Is this the moment I realized that the one thing that I should and could be giving her, I couldn't anymore?
The fire that used to burn so bright that could light up her room with a single glance had died down. Now his eyes were filled with anger that could be misconstrued as hatred.
Even the way she says my name, it rolls off her tongue with such regret and disappointment. Poverty was her worst fear, and in my vows I said, I promise to cherish you, treat you like the queen you are, mold you to the woman you become. I promised a heaven on earth, but it felt like I was dragging her back to a hell I had saved her from. The wallet got thinner, sheets got colder, and conversation got tenser.
His I love yous, they grew distant into a halt.
She obviously would never say it, but it's the way she rolled over to her side of the bed and hugged herself to sleep. I felt like even the walls are laughing at my inability to keep the roof up in this house. She was so scared to even ask me for money for food. She was scared to hear that we can't afford that. A statement that basically raised her.
This was not the man I married.
There's nothing I can genuinely do about the situation.
This was not the man I loved.
We both understand this, but it's such a bitter pill to swallow.
This was not the man I cherished.
We got married right at the beginning of lockdown, damn it. We had all these beautiful ideas pinned on a board. All these plans we had, they're burning, and the ashes linger in the unsaid words of the room. The journey has ended before it's even begun. We've lost before we've won.
And now the eyes he used to look into so lovingly as I tried his time for work were bruised by the very hands that used to love me, caress me, and hold me at night. I had become his outlet. I had become his punching bag. And when he looked at me, he didn't see me. He saw right through me.
It's the jealousy that's slowly creeping into the cracks. She's waking up and trying to make ends meet. She's doing whatever she can, and she's doing it amazingly. I don't need to want to hold her back, but she's taking up my position. I am supposed to be her sole provider. I am supposed to be the one giving her a good life. Am I the reason why she's chasing waterfalls in different places? Am I less of the man now? The cash in her hands is getting greener. Her laugh now has that bounce in it. She's genuinely such a happy person now. I mean, I don't want to always make excuses.
excuses. I did try. But I couldn't confide in you because you were celebrating your wins, my love. And I didn't want to strip that happiness away from your face. But I really wanted to be the reason behind all your happiness. Toxic, I know. But I'm human and I'm losing my other human. And the shackles I locked on us put on my ankles, they echo everywhere I walk, reminding me how much of a failure of a man I am. These are the thoughts I have as I watch you put on a new black dress that fits you so perfectly. I hope my facial expression is looking happy. I'm proud. Because internally, it feels like 900 grenades are floating within me.
That took one final word for the kitchen to turn into a battlefield. I know I stabbed him more than once. He deserved it. It was either him or me. But the universe, that cruel mistress, it chose both of us. Two twin flames to die out at the same time. Ironically, I had died a long time ago, long before him. But as I take this shaky, deep breath and lay down next to him, I realized for the first time that our love was so straight, it could never have been fixed.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm still trying to think what's in it for Chronicles. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm just trying to be all emotional for nothing, but here my husband this, my wife that. For what? Why not? Also now you realize that your partner had no feelings for you because now because of COVID. Really? I know I'm responsible for a lot of things, but some of these domestic issues are determined in our way. Do you understand? It's high time you face the reality, not what if you figure out that your husband or your wife doesn't love you anymore. You blame it on me. Then never loved you in the first place. Do you understand me? You're just a placeholder for me. My homeboy got married, so I have to get married also. You see, some of these relationships, it's not like you feel like you want to be in a relationship. It's just you wanting to be in a relationship. I don't get it. There is more to life, people. There is more to life. There are people out there crying for help. Children, for that matter. Do you even think of them? I doubt. I really doubt. So selfish. Humanity hates humanity. That's one thing you should know.
You're a disgrace. That's what sure. So boys, we don't mention this in Zway group. Where were you going? And see what it would have been busy for 7 years. Tasha, I have my own family back at home. I chose to sacrifice for you to go to very good lecture lessons, and this is what you decide to bring back to this house. in the soul.
The words still echo in my ears as if they were said yesterday. I felt hate deep down in my heart. Why would someone call me useless? An imbecile? Am I that much of a failure? Can that fear describe me? Back to who I am, or rather who I was. A spoiled brat, last born in a family of 7. My parents, my siblings, my cousins all looked over me. Fees paid in time, extra lessons, pocket money, and everything you may think of. And everything changed the day I collected my O-level results. Everyone in the family despised me. I felt like an abomination in my own family. I lost everything. The money, the attention, my pride. I had to go live in Makaya with my grandmother who offered to help me supplement with the little that she had. And that was my chance to prove them wrong, to regain my reputation. It had been 2 weeks at Makinda Secondary School when the headmaster announced, "Schools are closing on Tuesday. Tuesdays are noticed. Umuntu nomuntu ngakibo. Kule corona." That was the worst news I've ever had. What about my goals? Anyway, I learned to accept the news. 17 days down the line, I was glad I was going back to school. I had to work extra hard for the 3 weeks that I had lost. Then all of a sudden, due to the spread of the pandemic, lockdown has been extended by 2 more weeks. 2 weeks into another, 2 weeks into another, 2 weeks into another, 2 weeks, till further notice, till work was uncertain, till there was no more work at home. Then one day, as I was just listening on the radio, I heard you're opening in July. I pulled myself together, tried to concentrate, working out the red from July, then right in November. Then all of a sudden, schools are no longer opening in July. I felt like quitting school. This was my only chance, my only hope. I'm scared, very scared. I failed last year.
failed to write in July. Here I am, waiting to write in December. What will I write? The whole year, not going to school, no extra lessons, not even a phone. I can't fail again. I'm lost. My future is bleak.
Kids or young adults who are still in school. Yes. I have a few words for you. If your guardians or anyone who is paying your school fees tells you to be serious with your studies, please be serious with your studies. I mean, they always say there won't be another chance. This is what they meant. I'm not attacking anyone here, but I'm just saying, as pandemics, we just come unannounced. I am sorry, okay? It wasn't my intention to affect the educational system. I was wrong, I know that. Please forgive me. I am leaving this place soon. I don't want to be remembered for this.
Makes us realize how much we need the next person. The world is but a little village in which if each and every one of us unite and do our part, we can make it a better place.
Roses are red, violets are blue. COVID was tough and we've had enough. Let us not give up.
Life is full of surprises, and this one is one of them. As hard as it is, we still move on.
This lockdown, we learned a lot about ourselves. We had time to reflect and be introspective. We had a time to learn about our strengths, our weaknesses, even find hidden talents. But now the only motto we should live by is that we should live, love, and laugh like it's our last day.
I know that the pandemic hits so hard on all of us, but it's something that is temporary. Let's all pray and hope that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. And God will surely see us through.
Kuirirana, nukunzwisisana, semuri pamoja kadendo kwa kosha. Ashikuru, rudo.
This pandemic is real, guys, and the only way we can go through it is if we work together. So let us keep on working together and fight this COVID-19.
As the millennials say, we move, and it is what it is. We should take these words as daily affirmations because we are humans. We will adapt, we will overcome.
This year has been rough. We lost a lot of great artists. As we mourn for them, let us cherish their memories and remember that they were indeed legends.
We will conquer the pandemic. Coronavirus will soon be over. The Lord will make a way, for His ways are greater than ours. Now smile and say after me, all is well.
All is well.
All is well.
All is